Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Weeks after a tale of alleged institutionalized corruption, or should we call it extortion, a sinister nexus and a big Vasuli web engulfed the Uddhav Sarkar in Maharashtra, tonight the Maharashtra government has seen its first casualty. Anil Deshmukh, the former Home Minister in the Uddhav cabinet, had to resign today as the portfolio that he was holding, and that happened only after the courts had to step in. For weeks together, the Maha Vikas Aghadi stood strong with its Home Minister, but today the High Court in Bombay actually ordered a complete exit of Anil Deshmukh, the Home Minister of the government. An allegation that was made by former Mumbai Police Commissioner Paramveer Singh has found to have enough merit to warrant a CBI investigation, and that too after being ordered by the courts themselves. An independent agency that would unearth the truth behind the allegation of an extortion racket amounting to at least 100 crore rupees. Take a look at this report on why Uddhav Sarkar is perhaps staring at the biggest crisis it has faced so far.
For the last 3 weeks, this senior leader of the NCP latched onto his position of the State Home Minister. But today, Anil Deshmukh was forced to relinquish his chair. What prompted this decision was a directive from the Bombay High Court for CBI to investigate the allegations of an alleged extortion racket that was flourishing under Deshmukh's nose. Scathing observations of the court made it absolutely untenable for Deshmukh to stay on as the Home Minister.
The High Court order highlighted the issue of probity. It actually said that Anil Deshmukh, being the Home Minister, it was not possible that the State Police Department would be able to conduct a fair and impartial probe. And it also said that given the fact that this was an extraordinary case, it was highly necessary that a fair and impartial probe be conducted.
But for Anil Deshmukh's party and his allies, he's nothing short of a hero, who resigned taking moral responsibility even before the probe was initiated.
It's an interesting lesson for the BJP, which has never, because despite any number of scandals, allegations and so on, never once has the BJP taken the trouble to demand that one of its ministers step back, or never has a BJP minister resigned. They have brazened it out because that is their manner, that is their style. Moral responsibility is a phrase that is foreign to the BJP.
The order of Honorable High Court on the allegation of Paramveer Singh, Mr. Anil Deshmukh met Mr. Pawar and the party leaders. He showed willingness that he want to resign from his own post. Party has accepted his request.
Deshmukh may have been forced to step down, but the BJP is now gunning for the Chief Minister. They are asking why Uddhav Thackeray is still hanging on to the Chief Minister's chair.
मुख्यमंत्री जी, आपकी कोई नैतिकता है कि नहीं? उद्धव ठाकरे जी, नैतिक कारण से मैं इस्तीफा दे रहा हूं, ये बात निकली है. तो उद्धव ठाकरे जी, आपकी नैतिकता कहां है? I think Mr. Uddhav Thackeray has forfeited the moral authority to govern.
It was here on Times Now that you first heard those allegations on March 20th, and what started as an explosive tell-all letter by a former police commissioner has now turned into a potential threat for the Maharashtra government. For how long will Uddhav Thackeray be able to continue as the head of the Maha Vikas Aghadi, and more importantly, will the government manage to complete its term? That's the debate on the News Hour tonight.
But ladies and gentlemen, the BJP is gunning for the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Mr. Uddhav Thackeray. And let me tell you why the buck cannot just stop at Anil Deshmukh, the resigning Home Minister. There is a reason Uddhav Thackeray finds himself in a tough spot. I'm going to list out 4 reasons why you can decide if that's enough for the Chief Minister to step down. Number 1, the former Mumbai Police Commissioner Paramveer Singh had claimed in his letter that he had spoken and briefed the Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray and apprised him of the extortion racket that was operating under the State Home Minister. Did Uddhav do anything about it? Number 2, Uddhav Thackeray as the Chief Minister is the head of the government that now faces this grave allegation of extorting hundreds of crores of rupees. Reason number 3, there is also the controversy of police postings for a price. Former SIT Chief Rashmi Shukla had named Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray as a facilitator of these transfers. And reason number 4, ladies and gentlemen, this special investigation team's report that was filed by Rashmi Shukla in 2020 sat on the government sat on it, and the Chief Minister sat on this report, took no action against the so-called alleged lobbyists or the netas involved. So, ladies and gentlemen, the question is, can Uddhav Thackeray pass on the buck? Can he really say that he had nothing to do with this entire matter, and just because Anil Deshmukh has resigned and he is the alliance partner that was holding the home portfolio, there is nothing else to do, because after all, this is a coalition government? Well, the legitimate question on the news are tonight: Uddhav knew, but only Deshmukh quits. Is this what this will end at? Certainly not. And that's the debate. MVA endgame begins. That's the debate on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining me tonight, Gaurav Bhatia, national spokesperson of the BJP, Shehzad Poonawalla, lawyer, Aryama Sundaram, senior advocate, Tehseen Poonawalla, political analyst, Waris Pathan, national spokesperson of the AIMIM, and Ashutosh, political analyst. But my first question goes to Mr. Kishore Tiwari. He is a Shiv Sena supporter, and I want to ask him just this. Kishore Tiwari ji, जब हम ये इशू डिबेट कर रहे थे और हम 16 दिन से इस इशू को फ्लैग किए हुए हैं, 16 दिन में जब पहली बार कोर्ट ने ऐसा कहा कि ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन सीबीआई को दे दी जाए, तब जाकर ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन जो है आज गई है और होम मिनिस्टर अनिल देशमुख का रेजिग्नेशन आया है। लेकिन क्या इस पर बात खत्म होती है? उद्धव ठाकरे जी को मुंबई के पुलिस कमिश्नर ने ब्रीफ किया था। स्पेशल इन्वेस्टिगेशन टीम की एक रिपोर्ट है जिस पर उद्धव ठाकरे जी 6 महीने से बैठे हुए हैं। क्या उनकी नैतिक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है कि उनको इसमें एक तहकीकात करनी चाहिए थी, इन्वेस्टिगेशन करनी चाहिए थी? और ये संगीन एलिगेशंस है। वन डिपार्टमेंट 100 करोड़ एक्सटॉर्शन चार्ज, बाकी सारे सरकार में जो इतने सारे डिपार्टमेंट हैं उनके टारगेट्स के ऊपर इन्वेस्टिगेशन पहले नहीं होनी चाहिए थी? क्या कोर्ट की फटकार के बाद ही काम होता है सरकार में?
चलिए, आपने अभी अपना बोल लिए, अब मैं बोलता हूं कि पहली बात बताता हूं, परमवीर ने ऐसा आरोप बोला कि उन्होंने मुख्यमंत्री को ब्रीफ किया था। मेरी जानकारी में परमवीर जब आरोपी बन के बाहर आए तभी उन्होंने बोला। परमवीर जब सीपी थे तब उन्होंने कुछ बोला नहीं। परमवीर इतने पाक साफ नहीं है। दूसरी बात आपने बोली कि नैतिकता के आधार पर ये राजीनामा हुआ है, और इस्तीफा जो है ना नैतिकता के आधार पर हुआ, क्योंकि एक रिट पिटीशन के अगेंस्ट हाईकोर्ट ने बोला है कि 15 दिन में सीबीआई बताए कि इस आरोपों में कोई तथ्य है क्या। अब नाविका ये देखिए कि किसी ने पैसे दिए, किसी ने लिए, ये भी अनफाउंडेड एलिगेशन है, ये बेसलेस एलिगेशन है। रश्मि शुक्ला हो या परमवीर हो, ये सारे के सारे देवेंद्र फडणवीस के इशारों पे काम कर रहे हैं और सरकार गिराने का ये तंत्र है। और अब इनकी एक प्लानिंग थी ना, संजय राठौड़ हो गया, अनिल देशमुख हो गया, और अब आपने पूरा का पूरा फोकस किया है उद्धव ठाकरे पे। हमको रविशंकर प्रसाद के सर्टिफिकेट की जरूरत नहीं है, ना ही तो ये गौरव भाटिया के सर्टिफिकेट की जरूरत है। हम चुस्त दुरुस्त है, हमारी नैतिकता और किसकी वसूली हुई है बताइए। नाविका तुम है ना एक हेल्पलाइन चलाइए,
आप
मुझे फोन करके
आप कह रहे किसकी वसूली हुई है? वसूली का पता तो तब चलेगा जब इन्वेस्टिगेशन होगी। सो लेट मी गेट इन। और आप पॉलिटिकल व्यू नहीं सुनना चाहते, मैं गौरव भाटिया से पहले आर्यमा सुंदरम जी को लाती हूं। एंड आर्यमा सुंदरम, Kishore Tiwari's argument is that there is no evidence of any give or take of money. So therefore there is nothing. These are baseless charges. They will knock on the Supreme Court's doors tomorrow and that's it. But the question I want to ask you, Mr. Aryama Sundaram, after such a letter is written, they question the letter because the letter was written by the Mumbai Police Commissioner only after he was transferred out. Fair point. But the point is, he briefed the Chief Minister earlier and nobody has denied the time or the date of the meeting that took place in February. So he may have been transferred out later, written about it later, but the fact is that he had briefed the Chief Minister earlier and the Chief Minister has not denied it. The SIT report of such transfers on the basis of different considerations was also sitting on the Chief Minister's table. Nothing was done about it. Today, the courts have come and said that the CBI should investigate. You know, the argument is we've taken moral responsibility, but there is no evidence. There could not have been evidence till Anil Deshmukh was the Home Minister presiding over the same police department which has accused him of extortion, and they would not investigate anything. Why did the MVA government on the first day not hand over this case to the CBI? Because there was no justification of this investigation taking place in Mumbai by the Mumbai police itself.
Well, Navika, there are three things I'd say which would arise from this. Number one, the Bombay High Court has very clearly found that it's such a serious matter that requires a CBI investigation. Now, don't forget one thing. When charges are made against high administrative authorities like the Home Minister or the Chief Minister, then it is a matter which the CBI would rightly investigate. So I do not see anything wrong in that. In fact, I see that the High Court having ordered the CBI investigation is a natural corollary to what has taken place. The second point here, this issue of there being no evidence. Well, let's accept one fact. This is a police commissioner. He's a very high officer. He has given a complaint where he has made these charges. Surely what he is saying is a direct evidence. Whether that evidence is good enough, bad enough, that only an investigation will bear out. As to whether it is motivated or not motivated will be borne out in the investigation. You also have the SIT report. The SIT report is also something which can be looked into as evidence. But the fact of the matter is, as to how weighty this evidence is something which will be looked into later on. So having said that, I must say that to say that there is no evidence at all to have a CBI inquiry into this is utterly wrong, because with such a charge made by such a senior functionary and against such senior members of the government, it is but natural that an investigation is required. You know that even if a complaint is filed by Mr. X against Mr. Y might deny everything which is said there, but the police have to register that FIR and act on it. Now, here is a case where a police commissioner has given such a serious charge. There is a SIT report carrying serious charges. I think ordering a CBI inquiry was a natural corollary which had to follow in this case.
Gaurav Bhatia, I want to ask you, Gaurav Bhatia, have we lost crucial 15 days because evidence could have been tampered with, because the man against whom the charges has been made was, number one, the Home Minister. There was no FIR, no investigation, nothing of the sort on the extortion charges, and the Mahavikas Aghadi just sat on the charges, made a few comments on Paramveer Singh and how and why he wrote this letter, have blamed Devendra Fadnavis and the Fadnavis Bureau of Investigation. But the fact of the matter is that we've lost crucial 15 days. And do you think the buck can stop only at Anil Deshmukh or at Uddhav Thackeray?
Yes. So, Navika, first I will answer your question on the legality part and taking forward what Sundaram ji said, my learned senior colleague at the bar. Why is this order so important? I think the Bombay High Court deserves kudos for disposing of this petition within a very short span of time. And the important points that the Bombay High Court has made. One, CBI investigation is not ordinarily made. It is not ordered. Please ask him to be quiet, Navika. It is very disturbing. Please. You know, he has a problem with my voice, I guess. He's afraid today. But let me make my points. These interruptions are not welcome.
It's your agenda.
So,
try to understand.
Quick. The legal... Please ask him to be quiet, Navika. I will not be able to continue discussing like this.
किशोर तिवारी जी, आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that the court has given a kind of an order because the BJP likes it or it suits the BJP? Are you trying to raise fingers at the court today? And let me tell you what the court says. And probably it would have been better if Mr. Uddhav Thackeray had also looked at the order that makes stinging observations, says unheard of and unprecedented that a minister could be so openly accused of wrongdoings. Unprecedented that a minister is accused of corrupt practices by none other than the senior police officer. The information furnished therein discloses commission of cognizable offences by Shri Deshmukh. In our prima facie view, offences should have been acted upon in the manner required by the CRPC. But Gaurav Bhatia, no investigation under the CRPC on the extortion charges were made.
Absolutely, Navika. It seems that sometimes interruptionists succeed for a while. But let me expose their, face, the ugly face they have. I can tell you as a lawyer that generally High Court and Supreme Court don't order CBI investigation. But in this case, what they have said is a PE should be conducted because there is a prima facie case made out. Second, they have questioned the Maharashtra government as to why an FIR was not registered when a cognizable case was clearly made out. And third, they have stipulated a time limit of 15 days where this PE should conclude, and if there is enough evidence, then an FIR should be registered. It's a tight slap on the face of the Maha Vasuli Sarkar.
I know.
What is shocking now, coming on the political side, there is a principle of... Please ask him to be quiet, naughty Baba. आप मैं बदतमीजी नहीं सहूंगा आपकी. चुप करिए. चुप करिए. Shut. Naughty. Navika, this is not done. You call such panelists, they are very uncouth, uncivilized. They speak when they are, given time, when they like to interrupt also. अच्छा ये बताइए FIR किस प्रोविजन में होती है? बताइए चलिए. बहुत देर से आप इंटरप्ट कर रहे हैं. FIR किस प्रोविजन में होती है? बोलिए नॉटी बाबा टेल मी नाउ. कलेक्टिव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कौन सा आर्टिकल है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का? टेल द व्यूअर्स. कलेक्टिव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स क्या होता है? बताइए. आर्टिकल बोलिए. पता है आपको? नहीं पता ना? शांत रहिए. जब बड़े बात करते हैं तो छोटे छोटे नौटी बच्चे ऐसे अगर बीच में आते हैं तो उनको ठीक किया जाता है. चुप करिए. शांत हो जाइए. नाविका, प्लीज लोअर डाउन हिज शेडर. अरे चुप करिए. कुछ नहीं आता जाता.
किशोर तिवारी जी, अगर इतना लॉ पता है, इतनी प्रोप्राइटी पता है आपको, तो क्यों इन्वेस्टिगेशन सीआरपीसी के तहत नहीं हुआ? क्यों चार्जेस नहीं हुए फ्रेम अनिल देशमुख जी के खिलाफ? क्यों इन्वेस्टिगेशन नहीं हुआ? Why did the investigation not take place? Why did he continue to be the home minister sitting on the same police which should have been investigating him? Well, that is the moral dilemma here. And Kishore Tiwari ji, I'm lowering your fader because you're not allowing Mr. Gaurav Bhatia to make a serious legal point. Gaurav Bhatia, go on.
Thank you. There is a principle of collective responsibility of the Council of Ministers, Article 75(3), that casts a duty upon the Chief Minister to speak. But Uddhav Thackeray has not spoken. Today, Anil Deshmukh talks about political morality and resigns. The nation is asking. It took him 15 days to realize that there is morality in politics of the Mahavasuli Sarkar? And if they have morality, then why are they contemplating challenging this order before the Supreme Court? So there is a contradiction. Next point, which is very important. एक गाना है, बहुत देर कर दी हुजूर आते आते, बहुत देर कर दी हुजूर आते आते. And look at the irony. It's from a movie Tawayaf. You know, Navika, the sad part is these people are looting the people of Maharashtra. They should be worrying about their health. COVID is spreading, but they are busy filling their own coffers. And that is why I say this was predicted 15 days ago. The judiciary of the country needs to be respected. And today the Congress is
that is
casting
the real
questions
point.
on that.
And Ashutosh ji, I want to ask you this question. Ashutosh ji, the time taken from the Mahavikas Aghadi to now become the Mahavasuli Aghadi is been a short period of 1.5 years. And may I ask you, 15 days that the Home Minister sat in his chair when these allegations had been made against him. According to you, don't you think it was proper for the Home Minister to step aside, even if there was nothing in the charges, even if there wasn't any evidence? At least the criminal procedure investigation should have been done. Can you deny that for 15 days the Home Minister sat in his chair and could not have allowed the police to investigate the charges that had been made by the outgoing Mumbai Police Commissioner, a man they had themselves chosen?
You are expecting morality in politics. I think that's unfair to the politician. Don't expect morality from the politicians. My dear friend, Mr. Bhatia, is very angry these days in the discussion. I just want to remind him that he has forgotten the name of Mr. Eknath Khatse. And there was serious allegation leveled against him. And the woman sat on a hunger strike. Nothing happened. And the matter has gone to the High Court. High Court ordered an investigation. And only then his resignation was taken. So can Devendra Fadnavis be asked to resign on the basis of morality? No, nothing has happened. Pankaja Munde, similar case.
So today you don't want to condemn the Mahavasuli Aghadi. You don't want to condemn. You want to generalize the debate, Ashutosh. That is your level of discourse now. No, I will interrupt you. Why? I am not even entitled to ask you a question. Idi Amin from Uganda, I can't ask you a question.
Well,
I'm saying what is your view on this
the same
Mahavasuli
principle
Aghadi?
applies
Please
in
tell
this
me
case.
that.
You didn't want Mr. Kishore Tiwari to interrupt you. Now let's extend the same courtesy to Ashutosh ji. After he's finished speaking, I will give you a chance to rebut. But Ashutosh, go on.
Absolutely, I will. Why won't I? He's such a learned man from Uganda.
Kishore, Mr. Bhatia, the way you spoke to Kishore, you deserve to be spoken in the same language. You don't give sermons.
Question, गुस्सा मत होइए, अभी तो गुस्से पे preach कर रहे थे.
Don't give sermons. So,
अरे सरमन नहीं, मैं तो question पूछ रहा हूँ.
Did Devendra
बताइए
Fadnavis resign then?
बहुत देर कर दी हुजूर आते आते.
Did you shut up, Mr. Bhatia? Mr. Bhatia, can I use the same word which you used for
अच्छा ये
Kishore?
चिक्की खाएंगे.
चलिए
मैं आपके घर पे चिक्की भिजवा दूंगा, आप तो उत्तर दे दीजिए.
Should I use the same word that you are uncivilized, uncouth? Should I use the same word you use against Kishore? Should I use the same word against you? No, I will not use that. Because I'm better civilized than you.
If I'm requesting you to answer my question, does that make me
Let him
uncivilized?
complete, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia. Allow him to complete a sentence. 1 minute, Gaurav Bhatia. Let's be fair, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia. Kishore Tiwari was interrupting you. We had to lower his fader. Now that Ashutosh has begun making his point, let him make his point and I will give you time to rebut it. Ashutosh ji.
Yes.
So my point is very simple. The morality is not in politics anymore. Devendra Fadnavis did not follow it and Uddhav Thackeray is not following the same thing. Anil Deshmukh did not follow and so the Eknath Khatse did not follow it. So you expect that is something which is not there. In my opinion, the day Paramveer Singh has written a letter, the same day Anil Deshmukh should have resigned because he was the Home Minister. His own serving a few days back, the police commissioner has written a letter and made a serious allegation. Nothing happened. Now the issue is Paramveer Singh, which the High Court has also observed that why Mr. Paramveer Singh, when he knew about it, why he did not register an FIR? He did not. So there is a lot of murky things between the letter writing. But my point is very simple. Paramveer Singh writing a letter Anil Deshmukh should have resigned or should have.
No, but does it really, Shehzad Poonawalla, stop at Anil Deshmukh resigning? What about Uddhav Thackeray? Uddhav Thackeray, who had been briefed by Paramveer Singh, Uddhav Thackeray, who had the report of money, cash for posting, and that was the SIT, which had put intercepted phone calls and other evidences before Uddhav Thackeray. Not a shred of attention was paid to that. Mr. Sharad Pawar goes and meets Mr. Amit Shah to try and have some sort of an understanding, ke rehne dijiye, mat kariye. And on the other hand, you have the Home Minister sitting in his position, and everybody should look away. There should be 100 crore extortion in one department, and other departments can have multiples of hundreds as their targets, and life goes on happily for the Maha Vasuli Agadi.
देखिए नाविका जी, एक चीज़ तो बड़ी स्ट्रेंज और विचित्र है कि बंगाल से महाराष्ट्र सरकार अलग अलग, कार्रवाई वही, कहीं भतीजा करे उगाई और कहीं दादा और काका की कमाई, तो दोनों का गोत्र एक ही है, वसूली वाला गोत्र। अब देखिए बॉम्बे हाई कोर्ट की जो प्राथमिक टिप्पणियां हैं, इससे एक चीज़ तो पता चल जाती है कि केस बड़ा गंभीर था, अनप्रेसिडेंटेड केस था, इसीलिए सीबीआई की जांच भी ऑर्डर की गई है। अब सवाल ये बनता है कि अगर सीबीआई की जांच इंक्वायरी बैठाई गई है तो उद्धव ठाकरे को मनमोहन सिंह बनने पर किसने मजबूर किया, महाराष्ट्र का धृतराष्ट्र बनने पर किसने मजबूर किया? वॉज इट कट, कमीशन और कॉम्प्रोमाइज? क्या कमीशन के खातिर शिवसेना के प्रमुख चुप रहे, या कॉम्प्रोमाइज के चलते कि सत्ता के लालच में किसी भी तरीके से किसी पर भी कार्रवाई नहीं करनी है? तो विच फॉर्म ऑफ मनमोहन सिंह वाज ही अडॉप्टिंग? नाउ द सेकंड क्वेश्चन इज दैट परमबीर सिंह इन हिज ओन लेटर हैज सेड दैट उद्धव ठाकरे was also briefed about all of these matters. Sharad Pawar was also briefed about this matter. So therefore, if the naitikta ka paimana has to be applied, why is the naitikta ki patti only going up to Anil Deshmukh? It should also go up to Uddhav Thackeray. अब किशोर तिवारी, तुम शोर ज्यादा करते हो और किशोर तो हमेशा ही रहोगे, आर्ग्यूमेंट में भी और तर्क में भी, तो किशोर मत बनो और शोर मत मचाओ। सुनो ध्यान से, सवाल ये पैदा होता है, नहीं सवाल ये पैदा होता है, आपने बोला परमबीर चोर है, परमबीर अक्यूज है, वो आज भी डीजीपी होमगार्ड है, आपने उस पर कोई केस फाइल किया है? वो एक साफ सुथरा अफसर आज भी आपकी सरकार के हिसाब से, कोर्ट चला गया तो हम साथ साथ है से, अब हम आपके हैं कौन? ये मत कीजिए परमबीर के साथ। दूसरी बात, आप ये आरोप बताइए कि आपके उद्धव ठाकरे जी ने अभी तक कार्रवाई 15 दिन में क्यों नहीं की? किसी को बचा रहे थे या किसी को मैनेज कर रहे थे या खुद भी लिप्त है? तीसरी बात, बॉम्बे हाईकोर्ट ने ऑर्डर दिया है, तो बॉम्बे हाईकोर्ट को क्या बीजेपी ने मैनेज किया? क्या आप कोर्ट पर भी इतना बड़ा आरोप लगा रहे हैं? और चौथा सवाल ये बताइए, नहीं अब सवाल का जवाब दीजिए ना, सवाल का जवाब दीजिए। उद्धव ठाकरे को पता था तो उनका इस्तीफा क्यों नहीं होना चाहिए? केवल एनसीपी पर ही क्यों ठिकरा फोड़ा जा रहा है? क्या केवल वही कमीशन कर रहे थे या कमीशन का कट कहीं और भी जा रहा था? सचिन वाजे को किसने लाया? सचिन वाजे को किसने केस दिया? सचिन वाजे को ओसामा बिन लादेन नहीं है ये कहकर किसने बचाया? तो जो सरगना है, जो सचिन वाजे को ला रहा था या बचा रहा था, उसको भी तो इस्तीफा देना चाहिए।
अब आपका आरोप है,
आरोप नहीं आरोप है, बॉम्बे हाईकोर्ट ने ऑर्डर दिया है सर। आपको आरोप ही लग रहा है? 15 दिन से तो आपको आरोप ही नहीं लग रहा था। एंड तहसीन पूनावाला, आई वांट टू आस्क यू, शरद पवार इज ब्रीफ्ड बाय परमवीर सिंह, also Uddhav Thackeray is briefed by Paramveer Singh. Clearly nobody in the Congress party is important enough, so I don't think Paramveer Singh went and briefed anybody in the Congress party. But I want to ask you, will you just hang on to power in Maharashtra because that's just adds one state in which you are a tail-ender alliance partner? Or do you think not just Anil Deshmukh but also Uddhav Thackeray should be quitting his position because he knew what was going on under him, but कोलिशन का धर्म अब ऐसा हो गया है कि आप अपना एक्सटॉर्शन करो, हम अपना एक्सटॉर्शन करेंगे? Is that the coalition धर्म?
नाविका, ये तो बहुत ज्यादा हो गया।
अरे बहुत ज्यादा हो गया, 100 करोड़ की उगाई।
आपको 100 करोड़ ज्यादा नहीं लग रहा है क्या?
बहुत ज्यादा नहीं हुआ।
और एक डिपार्टमेंट में 100 करोड़ का टारगेट था। ज्यादा क्या होता है किशोर तिवारी जी, जरा हिसाब लगा लीजिए। ज्यादा वो होता है जिस आदमी को एक दिन के एंड में 50 रुपए कमाने के कम पड़ते हैं, अपने बच्चों को रोटी नहीं होती खिलाने के लिए, और आप कह रहे हैं ज्यादा हो गया। 100 करोड़ लेके 15 दिन से आप बैठे हुए हैं, ज्यादा क्या हो गया? शर्म तो अभी कम हुई है शर्म ये पहले होनी चाहिए थी, ये रेजिग्नेशन पहले होना चाहिए था। ज्यादा क्या हो गया किशोर तिवारी जी?
तुम तो बीजेपी की प्रवक्ता बन गई हो।
अरे सर, आप
सर, मैं आम आदमी की प्रवक्ता हूं, ठीक है, जो सड़क पर है, जो वोट देता है किसी को और बनाता सरकार कोई और है, और उसके बाद टारगेट रखता है एक्सटॉर्शन की। मैं उसकी प्रवक्ता हूं। आपसे सर्टिफिकेट नहीं चाहिए, 100 करोड़ वालों से सर्टिफिकेट नहीं चाहिए हमें। Tehseen Poonawalla, what are you doing as part of this unholy nexus? Every morning, Mr. Rahul Gandhi preaches to this country and the world. What are you doing, and what example has been set in Maharashtra by a government that is supported by the Congress party?
So there are two quick points I would like to make. Number one, that I believe that this obviously will be challenged in the Supreme Court. I do believe personally that this judgment of the Honorable High Court does not completely meet the legal parameters, and it will be struck down hopefully in the Supreme Court, simply because if this judgment was to hold true on the basis of what you've said, ma'am, and you've said that 100 crores was being extorted, then by that very same logic, and may I extend that logic,
I have not said it is the former Mumbai police commissioner who has said.
I have just come in the debate. Fair point. Please make me make my point. You just made a point saying 100 crores was being extorted. These were your words.
Fake news.
Now please allow me to make my point. I've just come in the debate.
As a man who runs to the court every time, you should have facts on your fingertips, Mr. Tehseen Poonawalla.
Okay, please allow me to make my point. Thank you. If this judgment holds true, then the same judgment in Rafael was completely different. Now, Rafael, we know the facts have come out. The middleman has said that $1 million was given. Now, I'm asking you, Navika, let's hold this word of Paramveer Singh to be absolutely true. Let's hold it. Now, I dare you, and I dare the panelists to say Narendra Modi should resign because of Rafael, because French journalists have put out how Rafael is a scam and $1 million was paid.
On the basis of the additional facts that have come out, why don't you go to court? In this case, the court has said, yet 15 days आप फेविकॉल का एडवर्टाइजमेंट कर रहे थे क्या 15 दिन से? जो फेविकॉल लगाकर अनिल देशमुख कुर्सी पर बैठे हुए थे होम मिनिस्टर की, आप फेविकॉल का एडवर्टाइजमेंट कर रहे थे। वारिस पठान जी, ये आजकल हमेशा ये होता है, अगर किसी से पूछो क्या तुमने गलत किया तो बोलता अरे पहले उसको, ये दीवार का पुराना डायलॉग है, पहले उसको लेकर आओ जिसने मेरी बाँ पर ये लिख दिया था मेरा बाप चोर है, पहले उसको लेकर आओ जिसने पहले मेरे को पहली बार चोरी करना सिखाया था। अरे ये अमिताभ बच्चन का 1975 का डायलॉग है। आगे बढ़िए, वारिस पठान जवाब दीजिए।
Is Rafael a scam or not a scam?
Well, Navika, first and foremost, I have to just make 2-3 points.
So far, the court says it is not a
bring it before. Now, see, I was silent for almost 35 minutes now. Kindly allow me to make 2-3 quick points, Navika, here. The High Court has directed the CBI to investigate and file the report within 15 days. And I am dead sure the CBI will investigate the case and they will say that prima facie we have come to a conclusion that Anil Deshmukh is involved in extortion and corruption and he will face the consequences subsequently. But then let me tell you what has happened to Paramveer Singh. Now he has become the blue-eyed boy of the BJP. Since the day he has written a letter against Anil Deshmukh, he has become the blue-eyed boy. Now he is enjoying all the liberties. And let me tell you, the BJP and the Maha Vikas Aghadi government both are same. There is no difference in them. Do you feel, Navika, that earlier this kind of hafta vasuli was not happening in Mumbai? Kindly come with me, ask any restaurant owner, bar owner or a hookah parlor owner, they will tell you what difficulties you face.
So Mr. Varis Pathan, you were going around asking hookah owners, bar owners, but you were not filing with the court any of these complaints. Why did you, as a powerful MLA, not go and file an FIR? What are you trying to say? What are you elected by the people for? अगर पहले भी ये हो रहा था तो आप क्या कर रहे थे? सो रहे थे, दिवाली मना रहे थे, क्या कर रहे थे आप वारिस पठान जी? आर्यमा सुंदरम, have you ever heard an argument which says that oh, this is happening now, it used to happen earlier, bar owners had to pay hafta vasuli even earlier in the BJP government? Shouldn't an MLA be going and filing an FIR? Isn't he not empowered enough to go and file an FIR, go to courts and demand an investigation. I want to ask you, Arima Sundaram, हर आदमी एक से दूसरे को टोपी पहनाता है और कौन खड़ा रहता है सड़क पर खड़ा रहता आम आदमी, जिसकी वोट के लिए ये लोग रोज कटोरा लेकर आते हैं हर 5 साल के बाद, लेकिन जब वोट मिल जाती है तो उसके बाद इनका एक्सटॉर्शन का रैकेट शुरू हो जाता है.
करते सब है.
Navika, the fact is,
जो बच गया.
You asked me something. Allow me to answer, Mr.
Yes, speak. वारिस पठान, अगर आप 5 साल बीजेपी शिवसेना गवर्नमेंट में अगर आपने FIR दर्ज नहीं की, कोर्ट नहीं गए, तो आप अपना बोलने का हक खो चुके हैं. आपकी बात कोई आम आदमी, कोई व्यूअर नहीं सुनना चाहता, क्योंकि आप सिर्फ वोट लेते हैं, काम करने के नाम पर जीरो. लोअर इज फेडर. आर्यमा सुंदरम.
Look, Navika, there's no manner of doubt that today in politics, what has happened is when someone is questioned about a wrongdoing, their answer is always to say somebody else earlier had done the same thing. That doesn't answer the question at all. Every government which comes to power promises to clean up what the other government had earlier done according to them. Every government, when they come to power, accuse the earlier government of corruption and say, we are going to make a clean government. Then when you get caught with your hand in the till, the answer is not to say, oh, you see, the earlier government also did it. In that case, why were you voted into power in the first place? You were voted into power to be clean. Now, unfortunately, in politics today, the answer to any charge is to turn around and say the earlier person also did it. But then if the earlier person did it, that's why they lost the elections and that's why you won. And if you won the elections, you please don't do the same thing saying the earlier person did it. So I am getting fed up with this. In every debate, all I hear is, but the earlier person also did it. Instead of answering to what is actually a very serious charge which is going on.
Absolutely. And if any politician has been found to be heading a government, a system that actually demands these kind of haftas, then instead of MLAs coming and wailing on the screen on the debate right here on the news hour, we would expect them to go file FIRs and demand for investigations, because they have been empowered by the votes that people have given them. They can't sit here and say, पहले भी होता था, अब भी होता है, दोनों कुएं में हैं और हम उनके साथ दिवाली मना रहे हैं. What kind of an argument is this? And ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you what the court said today. Today, they said that even the state police needs to be questioned. Police, by not registering an FIR on receipt of Dr. Patil's complaint. Dr. Patil is the petitioner on which case the High Court has given this verdict. They did not act on Dr. Patil's complaint and did not act in accordance with the law. And this is damning even for Parambir Singh. Nobody is saying take Parambir Singh's complaint letter as the gospel truth, because he himself, as the Mumbai Police Commissioner, should have registered an FIR. A point very well raised on this debate. But the question today is, do we want every political party in this country to just think about coming to power? Do we only want them to sit here and say everybody else is a Vasuli Aghadi or a Vasuli alliance? Well, we've seen the allegations coming out of West Bengal. We are hearing the allegations coming out of Maharashtra. And what about the people of India? What about the Indian citizens? Do they have any rights? Or is it once in 5 years that their importance is realized and then they're kicked and sent away while nobody asks any questions or gives any answers? Should Anil Deshmukh have resigned 15 days ago? Can the CBI get out more evidence which will bring the truth in front of the eyes of the citizens of India? This is not about them. This is about us as Indian citizens. We need to know, because it is our decision whether these people will stay in power or not. And Mr. Uddhav Thackeray, sitting on this kind of an unholy nexus, do you think this is moral? Do you think this is as per conscience? आप हिंदुत्व की बात करते हैं, आप मंदिरों की बात करते हैं. मंदिरों की बात करने से कोई हिंदू नहीं हो जाता. अपने ज़मीर की बात करिए, अपने ज़मीर को हिसाब दीजिए, तब पता चलेगा कि क्या हिसाब होता है. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on debate number 1. Debate number 2, and our salute to our braves on the other side.